the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Let's go. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat's bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30. Before he's out of bounds. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about tight ends in a lot of cases now, puffed up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. The Lions are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in control.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. Where do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offensive move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Back to throw now on first down. Pollard here once again. Back-to-back catches. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the first and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want a carbon copy. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw.
Touchdown, Carolina! Tariq Cohen, 33 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his... But I don't see any fear in him at all. How about...
Ready to kick off their next drive. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Panthers 14, Lions 7.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. On third down, here comes Swift. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. He's not going to get there.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Try to lay one up deep. And they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Back to throw here. He completes it to Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rip, and they get off the field.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw again. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll look to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right.
Out toward the sideline and completing it to Pollard.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, it's Pollard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've had to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Here's Williams to return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And controlling the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side, their defense, on a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Detroit, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.